My guest today is Pamela Young, lead criminal justice organizer with United Fort Worth. And we're here to talk about the Tarrant County Community Bail Fund. So, Pamela, tell us about this project.
We started the Tarrant County Community Bail Fund when the pandemic actually was ramping up
Mhm.
and shutdowns were beginning to happen. And, the word started to get out that prisons and jails are public health issues in and of themselves. And COVID-19 was just exacerbating that. We started petitioning the sheriff, judges, the district attorney to get people out of the Tarrant County Jail who did not need to be there. And so that people, who have not been convicted of a crime
Mhm.
and are not a danger to the community don't have to be exposed. The sheriff's department and the judges, DA, we basically got no movement from them. So we decided that at that point we were just gonna go in and get people out one by one
Okay.
by bailing them out. And so we started the bail fund. I want to say that we started that bail fund in May, the end of May. A few days later, maybe a couple of weeks later, is when George Floyd was murdered by police in Minneapolis. It's at that point that our bail fund really took off. We only had $1,000, I think, in there, maybe before that happened. But afterwards, we were able to raise quite a bit of money um, because there were so many protesters being arrested. And we were, positioned to help with that effort as well. But after we finished helping with protesters, we were able to focus on our original goal, which was to get as many people out as we can from the Tarrant County Jail who are being held there um, simply because they do not have the money to get out, not because they are a danger to the community, not because they are a flight risk,
Mhm.
but simply because they are poor. We circulated a Google document just asking folks, hey, do you know anybody who needs to be bailed out of jail? Family or friends, or even clients, if you're an attorney, please fill out this form. And so we got a few entries that way. But one of the main ways that we were able to help folks was just going through the jail records, and seeing who's in here on a low level offense
Mhm.
and a low amount bond, and trying to get multiple people in that situation out.
How low are some of these bond amounts? I was surprised to learn how low you told me before, but how low are they?
As low as
Okay.
$100. We try not to do the huge amounts because we want to help as many people as we
Okay.
can. So at this point, the highest that we've done is like 5,000.
Okay. Tell us what it's like to be at the jail when these people are released, and how does that work? How do you, I guess, how do you post bail and then talk about waiting for them and that whole process?
We do like piecemeal bailouts, like when we
Mhm.
get a request, and we just go one by one. But then we also have organized bailout days.
Mhm.
On those bailout days, what we do, we've been prepping, for a couple of weeks on getting the list of people that we're going to bail out. We put together care packages for the people that we bail out so that when they come out, it's not just like, okay, you're out, bye. But we try to give them some resources, so like toiletries, food, transportation, direct services like housing, um, job search help. We also, try to keep in touch with them so that we can see if there's any way that we can help them. We give them our contact information as well. So when their trial date
Yeah.
comes up or a court hearing comes up and they don't have a ride, they
Hmm.
can always call us and we can make those arrangements with them.
What are the reactions of these individuals when they get out? When you see them in person?
They are often just shocked.
Mm.
They're looking at us like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, who are you? Like, how how did you find me? Thank you.
Hmm.
And the gratitude
Mm.
is real, and really just, people have have they always hug us. Often there are tears and, just thanking God and,
Mhm.
asking us, like, can they help us do anything? And just so grateful.
It's worth mentioning you're not only giving them their freedom, you're giving them the ability to prepare their defense, which is impossible when you're in jail.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why we do these bailouts, not just to, get as many people as we
Mhm.
can, but also to raise awareness
Mhm.
of why bail reform is needed, why cash bail, money bail needs to end. It's because you know you are more likely to lose your case,
Mhm.
to be convicted, if you are fighting your case from pretrial detention, from inside the jail. Because if you're in jail, you have no access to necessary paperwork that you might need to get, or witnesses that that you might need to talk to, even to meet with your attorney, especially in the midst of a pandemic. So people who are fighting their case from behind bars are at a great disadvantage to people who are free and at home and can still work.
What's in store for 2021 in the future as far as the community bail fund goes?
We want to continue to raise awareness about the corrupt bail system.
Mhm.
The United States is only the second country in the world, next to the Philippines,
Philippines, yeah.
that still uses a system of money bail to get people to show up for court. um, and it needs to end. And it can end here in Tarrant County. It's ended in several other states in the country,
LA
and
recently.
other
Mhm.
jurisdictions. And so we need that to happen here in Tarrant County. And this is
Mhm.
one way that United Fort Worth is starting to raise awareness.
We appreciate the work you guys do for the community. Anyone who wants to get involved in this, your group is a good resource. So we encourage folks to follow United Fort Worth and to consider donating money and to volunteer however they can. And of course, spread the word. So Pam, thanks for talking to us about the Tarrant County Community Bail Fund. And we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you so much.